Greetings, I'm Craig Smyser with 1835 Realty. Welcome to the November 2021 edition of How's the Market in Steiner Ranch. We've got some interesting numbers to review this month, so let's get started. In October, 14 resale homes closed in Steiner Ranch, which was down 48.1% from October 2020. The median price increased 1.2% to $627,500. The average price of a home increased 2.1% to just over $701,000. And the average price per square foot increased by 24.5% to over $253. So what just happened here? Why am I talking about a 1 or 2% price increase, but a 25% in price per square foot? Well, I can assure you that prices are up more than a percent or two. But it's just that this particular data set this month, it makes it look odd. In 2020, or October of 2020, the spread of homes that sold was broad and encompassed the full neighborhood from entry level to high end. Now at that time, up to 500,000 was entry level, and there to 800,000 or so was mid level. But it's different this year, where the entry level goes up to 750. 10 of the 14 homes that sold in October were entry-level homes. So the distribution really skews it when we compare to last year's numbers. If I were to look just at the entry-level neighborhoods that sold last year and this year, it would be more like a 40% increase in pricing. So this month is just a fluke of the numbers and isn't an accurate picture. But if anyone wants to sell me their home for just 1% over what it would have sold for last year, I'll buy it today. Now, this is why I like to look at the year-to-date numbers, because they smooth out these odd months and help us to get a broader, longer-term picture of the market. The number of resale homes sold so far in 2021 is 239, down 14.6% from this time period last year. A big part of that is fewer homes offered for sale this year. In fact, the number of listings during the first 10 months is 282. That's down 9.6% from last year. Now, the median price of a home has increased 40% to $805,000. The average price has increased by 42.3% to almost $932,000. And the average price per square foot has increased 46.8% to almost $281. Now across Steiner, the October sales ranged from a low of $545 to a high of $1,225,000. The average sales price to list price ratio was 98.4%. Now last month I predicted that this stat would fall under 100% for the first time since last November, and I was correct. Now the market is softer, but still very strong. And well, I think the last couple of weeks are indicating that we might be strengthening up a little bit yet again. The number of available resale homes at the end of October was 19, up 90% from last October. And for homes that closed in October, the days on market was 25. That's average days on market, 25, up from 8 last October. So over the coming month or two, I expect we'll see fewer homes available and the days on market will begin to drop again. Now, if you've been thinking about selling, the next few months will see little competition from other sellers. So reach out to me and we'll discuss whether it's a good time for you to make your move or not. In short, the market isn't as strong as the first part of this year, but it's still a great seller's market and the prices are still amazing. Now, one thing I want to dive into is that more than half the homes available for sale in Steiner right now are owned by Opendoor and OfferPad. These are what are known as iBuyers. Zillow, which was not a big player in the Steiner market, has been in the news lately for shutting down this part of their business. They lost over $1 billion flipping homes and decided to cut their losses. Now, I've studied Opendoor extensively this year because I realized that they were overpaying for houses. In fact, there was a stretch this summer in which the offers I solicited from them on behalf of my clients were higher than what other buyers were willing to pay. I figured it would be a short window, and it was, but it was a great opportunity for my clients during that time. And yes, for those of you who wondered, some of my listings went from having my sold sign in the front yard to then nobody moving in, and then an open door sign a few months later. This is the reason why. So even though Open Door has not been making any improvements to the homes, they try to sell them at a large markup. So many of their homes are overpriced and sit for 3 to 5 months before finding a buyer, many price reductions later. Now, not all of their homes follow this pattern, but most of them do. So the question is, why were they overpaying? I believe there are several reasons. First, they're a relatively new public company, so Wall Street's not too concerned about profit, much more concerned about revenue. Second, they were competing with Zillow and some of the others for market share and to try to be the best known name in this market segment. Third, well, their algorithms were wrong. I was able to get quite good at predicting which homes they would overpay for and which ones they wouldn't based on a set of criteria it seemed that they were using. But frankly, an algorithm can only take you so far in evaluating what a home is worth. Over the last month or two, Open Door has lowered the maximum price that they'll pay for a home in the Austin market. So I think that that's another reason you're going to slowly find fewer of their signs around Steiner, because fewer of the homes in Steiner meet their pricing criteria. Frankly, though, the main reason you're not going to see their signs is that they're going to be paying prices that are less attractive. Now, from what I can determine, Open Door's days of overpaying for houses have come to an end, though I will, of course, continue to monitor it so that I know what they're up to. Now, if you have any real estate related questions, please don't hesitate to call me at 512-650-7300 or email me at craig@realestateinAustin.com. Thanks for watching How's the Market in Steiner Ranch.
All right.
Good.